Welcome back! You are listening to the audio recording of a live episode. To catch our shows live, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us. This will keep you up to date on our schedule and any changes that occur. All our links are in the description below and at links.chaoticallybalance.com. Alright, enough of that. Let's dive into the adventure. Alright, we are on time this week, just about. We are all here. We are mostly healthy and all somewhat sane. So without further ado, welcome fellow adventurers, nerds, and neurodivergents. Sit back, stay hydrated, and prepare yourselves for tonight's adventure. Last we left off, this group of investigators had woken up from this strange, weird, and terrifying group dream where this entity was holding some of their friends captive and trying to kill his offspring. They're unsure of who he was actually targeting. Regardless, they all wake up the next morning and, aside from that, are struck with the reality that, oh no, we need to figure out why one of the Sioux sailing ships is here, and we really need to find out if Joaquim's dad is okay. And that's just what Joaquim did. Went right off to the ship with a Ynor following close behind and a not-so-stealthy Lala pretending to be stealthy. While this was going on, Poppy got to eat her fill of barrel of fish, and Dee and Kraka just made some breakfast for when everyone got back. Some negotiations and shenanigans ensued, but they were eventually able to get on the boat. No one harmed except for one guard who was kind of knocked out. Upon getting onto the trashed ship, they went through some of the paperwork that Zara had given them earlier that morning, as well as trying to figure out exactly what the ship was carrying and what was going on. They found a rotten sack of potatoes and a hidden compartment after Joaquim and Ynor trashed the bedroom. In this compartment, they found a silver quadruple-edged dagger that looked pristine, but was giving off this evil, negative, void-like energy. They put this dagger in a special box and then went down to investigate the hatch, only to get trapped. Lala went to try and find him, and all she heard was dagger and Zara. So she took the box, went to Zara after some more shenanigans, got Zara. They came back after Joaquim and Ynor could not break out. And by this point, both Kraka and Deedle were also on their way to the ship, realizing that their friends had been gone for a while. After some time, they get through the hatch and rescue their friends, but Lala does not want to let go of this dagger in the box. And that is where we are picking back up. Right now, Lala, you are holding this locked box that you were told has a shiny dagger in it. And it is whispering to you. Ynor and Joaquim are just climbing out of the hatch that Deedle and Kraka were able to break the latch on. And Ynor is telling you to give her the box, while Zara is half asleep, half dressed, standing in the doorway trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. What are you all doing?
I'm taking a nice breath after getting out of that fucking locked basement area. And then I guess I would just be looking at Lala. Again, what name is she going by right now? I forget.
Becky.
Becky? Yes. Yeah, I just look at Lala Becky and kind of give her a weird look. It's like, what? You all right over there?
Shh. Box is talking. Okay, so I have two questions. Is is the box really talking? And two, how did you guys get locked down there?
And Joaquin will just like pipe up right there and say, "Box is not talking. I hear no box. Not the box that I like anyway. No boxes. No boxes are talking."
Whoa, wait. You've handled a talking box before?
Joaquin gives like a dirty smirk, and then he looks back at Croc and says, "What? Not in this type of sense."
Messing
The
with
only
mimics.
box that talks to him is a prostitute.
I was gonna tell him that I shouldn't really be messing around with mimics, but that works too.
Focus, children, and then he will, mage hand. He'll use mage hand to clap really loud, real quick. The little one over there, the shadow child. Something's up with her.
Lala is currently on the floor on her bottom with her entire body sort of spider-legged around the box, listening to it like a Smeagol.
You just hear these distant, overlapping whispers, and every so often you hear your name, Lala, in the back of your head. They feel far away and close at the same time.
Why do you bite me, box?
I look at Yenora. Is this not concerning to you?
Oh no, it is. She turned down money for it earlier. Huh. Hey Lala, you want a really big gun? I'll trade you.
Her eyes kind of dart over to Yenor, like real skittery, and then back to the box and back at her. And, like,
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
gonna
that.
pull out the Bad News Exandria gun, which is a 25-pound gun, apparently. What does it look like again?
Bad News is basically a big medieval sniper rifle.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna like hold it out towards Becky. You want to trade? I got bullets for it too.
The box bites me.
Yeah, the gun won't hurt you. It'll hurt other people for you.
The guns. You know how many times I've been shot in the last few days?
Exactly. You could do to others what they did to you. And from further away.
You're not entirely sure if you can wield the gun.
She doesn't know that. I'm banking on her not knowing that.
But box
I got two smaller ones too.
it likes me.
The whispers get louder.
Something in here, it likes me.
Do you think that's safe? Do you think boxes should be talking to you?
It's not the box, it's the thing. You
Do
said
you
that.
think items should be talking to you?
No, but
Can we get it cleansed first and then you can have it?
it does not want to be.
How can she tell that? She can't know what it's saying. You don't know that.
I know it bites me when I try to give it to you.
What if I take it from you?
It will bite me.
Over the next couple of cycles of whispers that are going in and out, you hear, "Get me."
I would like to try something.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a hand on Yenora's shoulder and say, "That was a good try. Good try." But enough is enough. And then he's going to kind of narrow his eyes at Lala, and he's gonna cast a spell.
Okay. What are you casting?
I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Lala, what is your current position? Are you still spidered around the box?
Yes.
Where is your head in comparison to the box?
She has her ear right up against it, listening.
So like on top of.
Okay. Joaquin, remind me of the specifics for suggestion.
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell.
Okay.
What do you,
What's the save on it?
17.
As you cast suggestion, what are you suggesting to her?
I'm going to say to her, it's probably a really good idea if you put that box down for the next 8 hours. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. It's probably a good idea if you stay away from that box, or if you separate yourself from that box for the next 8 hours.
Okay. Lala, you feel the pull of Joaquin's suggestion on half of your mind, and you feel the pull of the box on the other half of your mind. Are you going to resist Joaquin's spell? You are aware that he is casting it on you.
Lala is aware enough to know that she's being manipulated. But as to what to do about it, she doesn't like that the box is talking, but she's also very interested in what's inside.
As you're going through this, you just hear repeated whispers over and over again. Open me, open me, open me, open me, open me.
Is the box
Followed by... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh. Is the box easy or difficult to open?
I don't know. You haven't tried. You just took the box and ran with it.
Right. But I mean, I've had it and I've been looking at it long enough to know, like, what kind of latch... Like, how does one open this box?
Yenor and Joaquin, did you lock the box when you put the thing in there?
Yes.
Okay. It is a very heavy iron-lined box. It has a somewhat sophisticated latching mechanism and locking mechanism on it. But for now, you can't do anything with the box currently. You have to decide whether or not you're going to resist Joaquin's spell. But yes, you can see the locking mechanism. It's somewhat complex, but not the most complex that you've seen.
Lala is gonna just unwind one hand from around the box and reach it towards Yenor and say, "Give me the gun." One of the smaller ones.
I'm gonna look at her suspiciously. What do I get? You gonna give me the box?
Just give it to me.
Lala, make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. That's not advantage. So roll again.
I did. It's not.
Oh.
That's right.
Apparently, it's just 8 twice.
Are you sticking with that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get any better. My wisdom saves are shit.
Okay. The suggestion of Joaquin telling you to stay away from this box takes hold of your mind, and you suddenly have the urge to let go of the box and step away.
Once that engages, he smack kicks the box across the room with her foot that's like kind of tucked behind him.
I'm going to put it in the handy haversack by wrapping the handy haversack around it and like lifting it up and like dunking it in, so I'm not actually touching it.
Before she even moves forward, can I pick it up with a mage hand?
Oh god.
The box?
Yeah, just so that no one's touching it. Actually touching it.
How much can Mage Hand lift?
10 pounds?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
This is a heavy iron box.
The way that I
Gotcha.
said it, I'm not touching it. My hands are protected by the handy haversack.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Joaquin, you are a well-practiced magic user.
I am.
After you see Lala dislodge herself from this box and kick it across the room, and it just sits for a second while Yenor grabs the handy haversack to begin putting it in, you just see this dark, black, ooze-like aura leaking out from under the lid of the...
Oh. Oh, no. No.
And then it's inside the handy haversack.
Joaquin does like a big like cross with his hands, and there's just like a big like a big red no symbol that just appears behind him. It's just like that box is about 10 different kinds of bad news. What the hell is going on in here? The latch to that secret compartment is still open.
It's broken.
It's broken. Okay, but
Yeah,
I
between
can
Crockett and Deedle, they broke it to get you
Okay.
out.
Looking down there, do I kind of see a similar thing? Because there are other chests down there. So
Bigger
can I
ones.
see? Huh?
Bigger ones.
Do I kind of see and sense a similar darkness type magic coming out of, leaking out of those chests?
No.
Just this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't sense any
Haven't-
magic coming out of those chests.
No, but this
The
one
heavy
has.
trunks. But this one did, yes.
Yeah. He kind of does that like that evil monkey point thing. I think it's from Family Guy. And he just does it right at that fucking chest. And he's just like, evil, not touching it. Yenor, nope. And he kind of nopes right out of that room and just walks the fuck out. He's like, that thing's no good. I hope the child is going to be okay. He looks at what if I look at Lala? What's she doing right now?
Just sitting. She's normal.
She's normal.
Yeah. She's not
I'm gonna
injured
look
in
at-
any way or anything.
All right.
Could we
Child,
just
you-
put it back where it belongs?
Well, this thing is bad news. Either way, I want it off a Sioux vessel, and lady, Zara, you want to take the reins on this thing because this is bad news bears all over the place.
Well, if I'm putting the pieces together, it seems like from that was down in the hatch where you guys were, and because it got removed from there is why the hatch locked.
I mean, I look at Ynor and I'm like, I have no idea why that damn hatch locked. Do you?
Ghosts? Who the fucking knows? This thing's possessed as hell. We need to get it to that place that Zara talked about, the magic college or whatever.
Well, you said there's more down there, so is there more like that down there?
No.
I'm not risking opening a box to find out, quite frankly.
Joaquin
So
just
you've already-
piped up right there. He's like, no, there's nothing else down there like that evil thing. That is,
That you know of.
Yeah,
These
that I
boxes are
know of.
bigger.
If anything, we can come back and check it another time. But that thing is bad news. It almost possessed the shadow child over here, and he points to Lala.
I was promised a gun.
I mean,
I'm just gonna hand her the really big one.
Okay.
She takes it. I don't know how to use it, but I like it.
Now that the child has a toy to play with, let's go. And Joaquin just
Which
kind of
pocket of the handy haversack did you put that in?
The biggest one. Big central pocket.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know what a handy haversack looks like.
So a handy
Travel back.
a handy haversack is like a camper backpack or a military backpack, and all the pockets are extra dimensional spaces. But it's like you have to organize the equipment inside of it in a way that the equipment would actually fit. So, for example, you can't put an 8-foot spear inside of the handy haversack like you can in the bag of holding. Things like that. Joaquin, the enchantment runes on the handy haversack begin to glow.
Do I know what this means?
No. You can make an Arcana check to try and figure it out, but after the box is put inside of the handy haversack, things begin to glow on the handy haversack.
is it only Joaquin that can see it?
For now.
Okay.
15 Arcana? Are we sticking with the 15 Arcana, Joaquin?
Yeah, because I don't have much of anything else to bust.
Okay. With a 15, the only thing you could surmise, since you're not really that well versed in enchanting things, is that something is causing the handy haversack to have some kind of magical reaction.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
Nope.
I look at Ynor and I say, well, it's certainly doing a thing.
Maybe it's talking to the bag now.
Do I know what he's talking about?
Nope, no one else sees the glow. He just sees the glow. The runes glow.
I'm gonna inspect the bag since he said something about it. Do I notice anything or no?
Not initially. You can make an investigation check to see if anything pops up.
Could I point something out to her? Maybe give her
You
advantage
could,
on it?
but she already has advantage on it, so
Okay, never mind then.
she built her character to be an investigator.
24.
24 is good. Very, very faint to the naked eye. You see just the enchantment marks. You're not quite sure what they are, but you see this very faint, almost ultraviolet arcane glow, like at the edge of normal human light perception.
I'm gonna hold it out at like the end of my arm, and I'm gonna look at Zara, and I'm gonna say, I asked once, I'm asking again. Where is that magic place you mentioned?
Down in the main city,
How far?
day and a half travel, by land or boat.
You don't make things easy, do ya?
Well, we're on the northern edge of this island here. It's down on the southern edge, so you have to sail out and back in, or you have to walk your way down. We could potentially get you down there in a day. We'd have to divert some of our resources.
Can you do that for the glowing bag that's talking to people from the inside?
I don't see the bag glowing.
The wizard can, and I can. Just because you're not magically literate does not mean it's not.
Excuse me, did you just refer to me as a wizard?
Wizard, warlock, mage, whatever.
I'll have you know, and he kind of gets like a little sassy. This magic here doesn't come from books. It comes from, and he like jazz hands around himself, and when he does,
Right,
he'll like.
I forgot you don't know how to read. My bad.
As he does that, lady just like stops moving, and he kind of looks at her and gives her a deadpan look, and then just minor illusions of fart smell, a fart noise.
You don't need to minor illusion the fart smell. It smells like rotting potatoes.
But I am a minor illusion of fart noise.
Gross.
Maybe I'd have to call in a few favors. Maybe I can get someone with a little more arcane knowledge here.
Yes, do that.
It might take a little bit of time.
How much time is a little bit of time? I don't know what it's doing to my bag. This is a nice bag. I don't want to lose the bag because it gets possessed.
Potentially a day.
Realistically, not potentially.
Realistically, I could call in a few more favors and get him here in the next 12 hours.
Do that. In the meantime, do you have a safe? Like a giant steel safe. Preferably one with enchantments.
We don't have any magic users at this outpost.
Yeah, but you're the boss bitch. What do you got?
I don't have anything that has
You
enchantments.
don't have a giant safe. A giant metal chest.
We generally don't confiscate things, we just send them down. This ship was scheduled to go out this morning before you guys got here. I held that order off.
I'm just
It
gonna
would down in
continuously.
the city.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
gonna start clearing my throat, and as I'm clearing my throat, I'm gonna be pointing to the metal locker that they were trapped in.
Got a broken latch now, though.
Yeah, we can't seal it anymore. Wait, Zara, do you have any metal workers here?
And we got plenty of those.
Can they fix this latch?
They might not be able to fix it. They could probably put a steel plate over it.
And then get back into it when we need it?
Sure, if they can't get back to it, I'll just break it.
Go get one, please.
I don't have to. They already heard you outside.
Amazing. At least someone listens to me, and I look at Joaquin.
Joaquin literally looks around, was looking around, then looks back and is like, huh? Sorry?
I'm telling your father.
Hey, Yenor.
Hmm.
Hey, Yenor.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, it's in a box in a bag.
You mean the multi-dimensional arcane bag that links to the astral plane?
I'm telling you.
Oh,
both-
I'm redoing that. That was real bad.
Inspiration.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way I'm here reporting it. That's so bad. 17. How does that happen? How do I get 2 of the same roll?
It happened to Lala too. For Lala's. I have to see if it changes. No, it would be the same because you're not attuned to it yet. So yes, a 17 does indeed pass.
Amazing.
You still hear the whispers.
Great. Joaquin, it's talking to me now.
They're significantly muffled, so you don't hear your name or anything. You just hear very quiet, overlapping 3D whispers in the back of your mind.
Why are you still holding that damn thing?
I don't know what'll happen if I put it down. I don't want it to break my bag. I'm really attached to this handy haversack. It's my favorite bag, okay?
You're gonna carry that thing with you?
Until we can get it dumped into the thing, yes.
Joaquin just kind of throws his hands up in protest and says, I am not touching that, and points right to it.
D, why are you rolling damage?
Am I getting stabbed?
That wouldn't be a stab. Maybe she just misclicked a button.
Turn on my laptop.
That's fine. I was just making sure you weren't trying to attack something.
No.
You hear multiple sets of boots running up the dock. And then a knock. Dara steps out for a second. You hear muffled talking. She leans her head in. Hey, these guys are gonna come in and steal that thing.
Amazing. Can I just, like, open it and, like, dump it?
It's still open.
Oh, I thought I closed it.
What?
The handy haversack.
Oh, you want to dump it out of the handy haversack.
Yes.
You have to touch it.
Why?
The handy haversack's a multi-dimensional space, like the bag of holding. You can't
No.
dump it.
No. I already looked into this.
Oh boy.
If the haversack is turned inside out, its contents spill forth unharmed.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can turn it inside out and dump it.
I turned that pocket inside out.
It's your main pocket.
Yeah.
So the handguns and the bullets also fall in.
No, the bullets are in the front pouch, and I have the handguns in the sides.
Okay.
I turn out the main pouch, and I drop it. Is my haversack still glowing?
Lala,
Yes.
you hear the whispers tugging at the edges of your mind again.
Can I?
However, you were also told to stay away from the box.
Yes. The box. Has she successfully dumped it, or is it still in the sack?
No, it's dumped into the hole.
In the hole.
The where they were trapped.
Can I see it in the hole?
You see it fall out of the sack, and you hear the thudunk. Everyone hears the thudunk of an iron box. It's only like 20 feet down.
But we're near the hole, so if I look
Yes.
down, can I see
You can
it?
see it. Yes.
I'm gonna hold the gun on my lap and point it towards the box.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna shoot the box. Shoot the box.
Okay.
What do we have to roll? Shoot the box.
You're using a weapon that you are nowhere near proficient with.
Pull
Correct.
out the bullets. I never gave them to her.
I assumed it was loaded.
You don't know if the gun was loaded or not.
I do not.
Currently, I don't even know that the gun is loaded.
It's not because I have the bullets separate.
Do you
Yeah.
wanna-
But was there one in the chamber?
I'm assuming not. I'm assuming I took it apart before I took it in my bag. This was like
But do
2
you
months ago.
certain? That's the
I'm pretty
question.
sure Yanora's smart enough to not put a loaded gun into her backpack.
This is not one that you would have been familiar with.
Was it loot or was it your gun prior?
No, it was
It's
loot.
looted.
Okay.
Hey, Lala.
Yeah.
So, I first need to know how you are positioned over the cubby, because I'm tired of calling it the hole.
Set hole.
Well, we have such a long history with holes.
And shafts and everything else.
Grand and elegant bowls. I'm sorry. I couldn't
So
resist.
how are you
Don't forget boxes.
sitting?
So she was already near the, what did you call it? Cubby? Near the cubby.
Yes.
When she scooted herself forward to look and like just kind of peek her head over to see that she can see it. And the gun is heavy, so she has
Yes.
it laid across her lap, and she has the barrel pointed down towards the box as best as she can figure. Will shoot it. So she's
Okay.
putting the weight of it on her legs, and then has like bracing, because she at least knows that like weapons tend to have some sort of pushback. So she's bracing that with her legs and her arms.
Okay.
Not her
Where's
body.
the
Her body's
stock
on the side.
of the? Where's the stock of it? The butt.
Yeah, that is like to her side. She doesn't want to get hit in the stomach with it, so she has kind of tilted it so that it's both over her legs, but the actual butt is like to her side under her arm.
Okay. First, go ahead and roll an intelligence check to figure out
Oh, this will be good.
if you can figure out how to fire the gun.
Dun dun dun.
That is not good. But you know what? I'm
I don't
gonna
know Oh, you're gonna re-roll? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Where's my inspirations? Doot. Okay. That is not that much better. It didn't add my modifier either, which is 2, so
So 9.
9. Oh,
What?
can I use my Cybolster knack? If you fail an ability check using a skill or tool, so I don't know if that counts. It's probably not, because it's a weapon.
I'm gonna say no because it's not a skill. No, it's not a skill. It's an ability check. This is
Oh.
an ability check. Well,
I don't know. I was thinking just tool compared to weapon. They are not the same thing either.
they are not the same thing. No, it's definitely not a tool. I can't give it to you as a skill either
That's okay.
on that.
I think I have done all I can do. I tried.
Do you have hero points?
I do, but I don't know if that's really going to be enough. I'll use one.
It's up to you. You don't have to. But your hero points refresh too. when you level up.
I know, but yeah, I was just kind of like, it's a 9. I don't know if that's really gonna do that much. Roll. Are you gonna do it? Come on.
I see it. It came through.
Come on, big fella. You can do it. The 4.
On 11. Everybody in this room gets one action before Lala figures out how to fire this gun.
Making everyone nervous.
Do I know that she's trying to fire this thing?
Well, you see her sitting at the edge of the cubby with it like aimed, but she doesn't have it like the stock up against her bicep or her shoulder or anything. So you're not sure if she's just messing around or what she's doing. She's kind of just looking around the gun. Part of you thinks it's just Lala being Lala.
Part of me, but
To be
The
fair,
other part of you is slightly concerned because you just had to suggest to her that she had to get rid of the box, and now she's aiming a gun at it.
she's also
yeah, I am
looking
slightly
around to this
concerned.
gun since it was handed to her.
Yeah,
Like-
it's not like her behavior has changed with the gun. Her position has just changed.
I mean, well, I already have the cloak, so that gives disadvantage on attack, so that's good. I am going to cast Hex. No. Because she wants to shoot it. I don't want to fuck with her.
How
Let her
hurt
shoot
does she
the
look?
Don't hex me, bro.
She is not really. She doesn't actually, because the damage she did take was psychic damage, so she doesn't look hurt at all. Just a little. I'm gonna call her crazed. She's very flip floppy right now.
Okay.
First she wanted the box, now she wants to shoot it. So
I'm not going to do anything because I have my reactions, so that's fine.
Can I try casting sleep at the 2nd level on her?
sure.
How many D8 is that? Because it's 2D8 for each slot above first. Am I just missing where it says?
Yeah, it should be in the spell description. Right there.
5D8.
So
and then-
7d8.
What happens if it fails?
Then it fails.
Okay.
Spell slots used.
Nope.
36. Lala, you feel almost a lethargy come over you, even though you got a full night's sleep, and you kind of just shake it off.
I click my boots a lot. I'm used to this.
I'm gonna hold my action to withdraw if it like backfires or explodes. So withdrawal is
into your
just-
shell.
Yeah.
Deedle, are you doing anything?
Not yet.
Are you holding your action for something specific?
Being very cautious. And yes,
Okay.
I would hold a dodge if I were you.
All right. Lala,
Yes.
you've taken a while inspecting this large rifle that is larger than your person. Longer, I guess not larger is wrong. Longer than you are tall is more accurate. You figured out finally how to pull the hammer back and fire it. It's a little more complex than some of the pistols that you've seen, but you figured it out. You think you know how to do it. You kind of pulled the latch back and then released it and pulled back, released a couple times. With it released, you kind of just made sure you knew where the trigger was and how hard it would be to pull. So you pull the trigger back, you pull the latch back, load it, or not load it, but you pull the latch back, arm it, and pull the trigger. I'm gonna have you roll a D20 and add your dexterity. So roll a dexterity check.
I'm going to add
15.
a hero point
Okay, go ahead.
because I have it.
That is a 17.
We'll stick with it.
Because you are not proficient with this weapon, so you don't get that proficiency bonus. But you're aiming straight down at Bob. Oh God, what was that?
Thomas.
Oh, it was very robotic. 17. You pull the trigger. Everyone holds their breath. Click! Nothing happened.
Damn it.
Yenor did indeed clear all of the guns before she put them in her handy haversack. It did take her a while to figure out how to clear this one, but she did. It was not loaded. And unfortunately, you did not roll a high enough intelligence to figure out that it wasn't loaded.
Poop.
Plus, you did only ask for the gun, not the bullets.
I don't know if I know how to load it anyway.
With an intelligence check of 11, you do not. Are we interrupting something?
No, please seal this. I'm gonna look at Lala and I'm like, don't try it again. I'm gonna give her the shame finger.
Lala just kind of screws up her face at her as if she understands what shame feels like.
Alright, I see. Okay. And they close the latch. It's this stocky dwarven fellow. This Earth Genasi and a tall half elf. Kind of get it closed. They bring in some metal bars. They're ting ting hammering the bars in, nailing it into the floor to seal the hatch. They get some more metal bars and they seal it in, and they kind of use like low-level fire magic to weld the latch closed. The latch doesn't work as a latch anymore. Now it's just sealed. The whole thing is sealed now. Sealed with steel, not iron, but it's sealed. Is that it? I am very tired, but I will put in a few calls. I have a couple sending stones of people that I could reach out to, see if someone can come and help us with this expeditiously. I'm assuming in the meantime you are going to be staying here.
Well, we can't just leave it. Unless you want to deal with the evil box?
I would just send it away. So no. I don't even want to deal with this outpost.
Well,
Oh,
isn't there somebody that we can get a hold of also?
I don't think Lady Wren could get here before one of her magic users could.
What about Bavin?
That's a good question. Would I know if Bavin could teleport or anything?
You don't know much about Bavin.
No? But I know a lot
Nope.
about Zara.
And we know that he's good with magic.
You are not sure if Bavin can teleport.
Okay. It would probably be worth reaching out.
I mean, more the merrier.
You think it would be worth reaching out because if he can't, he probably knows someone who can. Just like if Lady Wren couldn't, she probably knows someone who can. As long as they're not busy hunting down Quithrina Pardon.
oh. I found some papers with an address that might be of interest. She's still trapped under the gun, so she just kind of shuffles around and pulls them out of her pockets while on the floor.
I'm gonna lift the gun off of her
Mm-hmm.
and just lightly toss it onto the bed.
Okay.
Okay, but it's still mine.
The second that you can carry it and not get stuck under it.
I'm gonna start using it for bicep curls. Anyway.
Is my mic
Bob-
working now?
There you go.
Okay.
I didn't hear the second you could carry it. That didn't come through.
I said the second you can carry it, you can have it.
And she said she's gonna start using it for bicep curls.
It came through mine.
Anyway, yeah, she pulls out papers that she lipstick highlighted, along with and particularly points to the address where the deliveries, the very vague deliveries, were being made, and asks Zara if that address means anything to her.
Does it?
Not to Zara. The delivery address was in Zatha.
I don't know what she knows.
No, this is all foreign to me. But I believe two of you said you were from Zatha. Maybe they recognize the address.
Do I recognize the address?
You show the papers to Joaquim and Yonora Lala?
Yes. I'm showing them to everybody.
Yeah. Yonor? You recognize the address, so does Joaquim.
Nope.
I'm
Is
gonna
that the
check
place?
out Deedle. And really studying her reaction to this address.
The address is where you were almost killed.
Mm-hmm.
And Joaquin, you recognize it as where you and your father found Ynor that day.
Yeah,
And
he
all
gets
these
like
memories come flooding back to both of you.
Yep. Grim look on Joaquin's face.
Ynor, make an insight check.
I'm gonna hero point it. That's a 27.
Beetle. You also recognize the address.
Alright.
It's where you were hired by some shell company to guard this warehouse.
Just kind of nod my head.
But you also get those related memories flooding back into your head as well.
I see her nod, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know this place? I'm gonna tap it with my finger.
Protect that warehouse.
What was that?
Used to protect that warehouse.
When?
Long time ago.
So what's the importance to this address?
That's where I got my ass kicked and was left for dead.
Yeah. We don't talk about that really.
Oh.
It's
Um,
also the last several drop-offs that this ship made of vague inventory.
This ship had to have been used for Sniffle Shade then.
Oh. This ship is connection with the warehouse that next to where you got your ass beat. So, what
That
are
was probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
why were you near that warehouse in the first place?
That was just where I worked. I was a cop. I was patrolling.
For Sniffle Shade?
Not at that time. I was just a normal cop. I was just on a patrol.
Bad luck, I presume.
Bad luck, I presume. Beetle, are you trying to keep your expression neutral or calm, or what are you doing? You are under the spotlight right now as Ynor's gaze.
Shocked because I didn't do it, but somebody that I might have ran across or have known might have been the one that did it. I'm gonna not try to have a reaction to it as much. Kind of looking down at the ground, trying to think.
Make a deception check then.
$26.
He's acting sketchy,
Yeah.
but you're not entirely sure why.
Yenora already thinks that maybe she was involved in me getting my ass kicked. There's too many things adding up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like gesture at her to Wakeem. Like with my eyes, with like shifty eyes looking at her in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Talk later. I'm gonna
He
glare
kinda
at the
nods.
cat.
He nods.
While on Yenor, you both start hearing whispers in the back of your head again.
We should go get food.
Oh yes, food. I forgot. Yeah, food's ready. I mean,
Amazing!
hopefully it's still warm.
Do you think you and Deedle can go grab that?
Why don't we?
Sure.
What, do you want to eat it in here?
No. Out. And Joaquin's literally just walks out. Out.
Yeah, just we'll all just go there. Because if it's not warm, I can just warm it back up.
Do we trust leaving the knife unaccompanied?
It's in a seal. They just sealed it up with steel.
We're surrounded by steel workers.
No, they left.
They're everywhere though.
They're not the steel workers are just like a group of people. There's maybe 5.
They don't even know what it is. They just know that we asked them to seal that up.
Okay.
How long is it gonna target us?
Until we break it.
How about we just go get food? Because maybe if you just get further away from it, it'll stop talking to you.
I say we shoot it.
You tried that. That didn't work.
That's because I had no bullets.
Does she
Oh.
know that that's why?
No,
Okay.
I mean, I would assume if it just clicks.
it
I've
just
seen-
clicked.
I've seen a motion picture.
Are there movies in this?
There are
Bro.
not motion pictures. There
The
are
whip-
books.
The wizards make the pictures move.
There are books and like puppet shows.
That could have been a misfire. You don't know.
You would have known if it was a misfire.
I was gonna say, usually if the misfires, there's like sparks and it's much louder.
But it can't. It can't misfire on a dry fire, can it?
She didn't know it was going to be a dry fire. But yes, you are correct. If it's not loaded, it technically can't misfire.
Yeah.
It could.
I mean, it could jam.
Yeah, it
But
could jam.
it
It would
won't-
break in a different way than the traditional misfire score is.
I was to say, also, if it jams, they don't usually click.
Right. If it's jammed, something's holding the mechanism back.
See, I can figure out that it's a click. I'm not completely stupid. There's probably just no bullet.
But again, you rolled an 11.
Yenor could help me shoot it. Come on, lady.
Oh, is my backpack glowing anymore?
You'd have to ask Joaquin.
No, because I saw it too.
In that moment, you don't see it glowing anymore.
I'm gonna thrust it out to him. Is this glowing anymore?
He's gone.
Yeah, he left.
I'm gonna chase after it.
Joaquin, you hear Yenor behind you holding, and you hear the clanging of like the clasps of the handy haversack. She yelling at you, is this glowing anymore?
Do I need to take another, make another check in order to determine that?
Do you turn around and look at it?
Yeah.
No, it's not glowing anymore.
He kind of looks at her and says, "No, you're good. No glow."
Amazing. I'm gonna hug it.
Mm-hmm.
Food now, please.
Well, now you both are ahead of everyone else because everyone else was just sitting there. Joaquin started leaving, and then Yenor ran after him. The rest of you are still in that room. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Lala looks at Deedle. I don't suppose you have any bullets?
No, no, I definitely do not.
Damn it. Can you help me carry my...
Sure.
Thanks.
Deedle, it's real easy to carry. You just pick it up and throw it over both your shoulders and like throw your arms over it.
I got her. Where are we going with?
All right. So, Joaquin and Yenor, you are probably about 10 or 15 feet up from the rest, Lala, Kraka, and Deedle.
Yes.
You have about 10 or 15 feet up because Joaquin left and then you ran after him. And now they're all following behind as you're all heading back to the house that you were given. Are you doing anything specific before anyone catches up?
I'm
gonna
looking
lean
at
in.
you.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go first.
I'm gonna lean in real quiet and be like, "What do you think of Deetle?"
He looks at her, and again, more minor illusion question marks over his head for like half a second, and then, in what way? I mean, I do like the muscular build on her, you know, but
You're a fucking pervert. I think she had something to do with you guys finding me in that alley.
no.
She was working there around that time. She was working for sniffle shade dealers. She admitted that much. She was there. She all but admitted to it.
You really think she had something to do with that?
She might have. She's acting shifty. She
Oh.
knows stuff, and she's not sharing with the group.
What do you want to do about it?
It would be really bad for the group if we tied her up and cast down the truth, wouldn't it?
There are easier ways to effectuate that if that's what you're looking for. And he gives her like a sly smirk. You know,
Listen, I don't think she wants anything to do with what you've got going on either.
will you hold your horses for half a second? Sometimes you just need a word, a suggestion.
Oh yeah, your suggestions. Listen, they
Hey,
don't
they
work on
work.
me. They didn't work on my wife. They're not going to work on her.
You don't think so?
Maybe.
Again, there's always better ways than attacking, especially since, again, she's so big. And he, like, you know, makes muscular gestures.
Hey, I'm big, and she like flexes her arms a little bit.
Well, yeah, but then she's like, and then he like minor illusions, like an Amazon.
How tall is Deedle?
about 6'6". That's what she ever
I'm like over 6 foot.
Jesus. Okay, she's like a foot taller than me. Listen, we can go for the knees. That always gets them.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Said, listen, we can go for her knees. Doesn't matter how big she is then.
You know what? Listen to me, okay? We walk first, and then we attack if that does not work. Use your words, please, okay?
I'm not good at that, but fine.
Yes. Thank you, dear. Come along. Yes, we do the thing.
We continue walking.
Walking.
I'm gonna put my finger to my lips.
My mic was off that entire time.
Oh no!
So you guys get back to the house ahead of them. You walk in, and Poppy is passed out on the floor, sprawled. Half a fish is hanging out of her mouth. There's a couple fish around her head. And the barrel is kind of precariously just doing the just like it's not on an even surface. And it's almost empty. She must have woken up at some point and just eaten more fish. It does smell good in here. The food that was made smells good. What do you do?
I put my finger to my lips and like shh. And then I like tiptoe around to the kitchen.
I would get within 30 feet, and then I'd use Mage Hand to grab myself a little bit of food.
Okay. You guys get there. The food is room temperature. It is not warm anymore. Meanwhile, Kraka, Lala, and Deedle, you guys are all walking about 15 or so feet behind them. What are you all doing as you are walking back to your temporary housing?
So, so Lala, are you gonna actually like try to use this thing?
Sure, why not?
Well, I mean, you can't carry it.
Not yet, but I'll practice.
What if we came up with like a shoe type idea for the butt of the gun, and then you can use it as like a staff until you learn how to carry it.
I
So
don't
this
know
way
how
you don't.
to stab either.
Yeah, it's like a walking stick.
I'm from the city.
A cane?
How old do you think I am?
But you haven't seen an old man with a cane in the city?
Sure, but not enough to learn the way he walks.
Well, I mean, you don't got to use it properly. It just helps you carry it a little bit. Just try to help out. That's all.
I think it's less the weight and more the cumbersomeness. It's rather tall.
It's more intimidating that way. Little girl, big gun.
I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out together. I wouldn't mind seeing you shoot this thing.
Thanks.
Anything else from you guys?
Just curious, what kind of gun has been given to Lala exactly?
A ridiculous one.
A sniper rifle.
Oh, sweet Mary. Okay.
So bad news is a Matt Mercer creation for Exandria. I just didn't want to recreate a sniper rifle. It's essentially a sniper rifle.
Gotcha. Okay. The child has a weapon of mass destruction. Lovely.
Yeah, like a 50 cal.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's horrifying.
Variant. Or her.
You guys eventually get back to the house. You see that Yenor and Wakim are inspecting the food, and Poppy is passed out on fish.
Somebody had a little bit too much. I'm just gonna go grab some tea.
The tea is also room temperature.
Then I will put the pot back on the stove and heat it back up.
I see Kraka and say, everything got cool. And then I'll take a bite and say, still good though.
Do you want me to warm it up? I'm warming up the tea.
And he's already got like half of it eaten. So he's just like, oh,
Thank you.
You and Wakim, you both especially take note that Lala's not carrying her gun. Behind her, you just see Deedle with it draped over her shoulders and her arms over, just kind of do the side step in, carrying big gun.
Oh, sorry.
have you given up on using that thing?
No, I just gave up on carrying it.
Oh, laziness. Lovely.
You try carrying something that's twice your height.
Joaquin starts to respond, and then he kind of starts having like a memory, and he's like, "What?" Anyway, no thank you, child.
No one was talking about carrying your freakish penis.
Joaquin's like, "You've never seen my penis," and he like immediately covers his crotch area. You've never seen my penis?
Don't worry, Lala. I hear he needs tweezers for it.
Oh, God.
Gross. Anyway, we have breakfast.
Yes, lukewarm breakfast.
If you'd like, I can heat it up.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long for you to heat it up, Kraka. It heats back up relatively quickly.
I was just yelling from the kitchen because I was already in there with the tea.
I'll grab heated seconds.
Are we discussing anything over late breakfast?
Yenora's just busy shoveling food into her face.
Malkeem, after he finishes eating, kind of look at Yenor, and then look at Deedle, and then look back at Yenor, and then look at Deedle again, and then look back at Yenor with like a questioning look.
He just shrugs and just kind of like gestures like, yeah, you do you, bro. You wanted to talk it out.
So, what do we know exactly above table? What do we know exactly about Deedle and her being there at that day, as far as just what we're currently aware of?
She's worked at the warehouse and various other warehouses just as protection. She didn't really have the luxury of choice when taking jobs. So she took what she had to survive for herself and get paid as a mercenary and build up a reputation as a mercenary so that she could get better paying jobs. So she's worked for some unsightly folk. She's worked for some not so unsightly folk. So one of the more unsightly folk that she said she worked with were the Sniffle Shade drug dealer, but she hasn't worked with them in quite some time.
Some were criminals, some were criminals, some were good, some were bad. A lot of them I didn't get to know. A job's a job, you gotta make money somehow.
That's about the extent of information that you have from her.
So I would kind of look at Deedle, after finishing eating a bit, and be like, so what kind of jobs have you taken in the past? Any reputable or disreputable people? And he kind of gives like a wink and a smirk when he says that.
I've worked for people that were good and some that were bad. A lot of the things I didn't know that they were doing. I was just told to protect the building.
Now, who attacked Yenor again?
That is what Yenor is still trying to find out. There were no clues in that investigation.
None at all.
Nope.
And she's not aware of how many assailants it was?
Nope. It was multiple. It was more than 2.
Just the date and time.
Yeah, rough date and time. And that's only based on when she was found.
Okay. So I just kind of, meander around the subject and, take a swig of a drink and be like, you ever happen to take a job on? And I would mention the date and like surmise around the time frame. Like, you ever taken a job on this day?
I'm always working. But where is the question?
I would kind of mention the location.
In Sathra?
I'm sorry?
In Zathra?
Yeah. You know it?
Or the area?
How do you know the area?
I was patrolling the warehouse. I was also patrolling a couple bars. I work in many places to make money.
Patrolling? For whom?
To groups. Like I said, some are bad, some are good. Some are hardcore criminals. Some are just choke change criminals. But I can definitely guarantee you one thing.
Hmm?
I'd never put my hands onto a woman. It's mostly just the pirates and the thieves you have to worry about.
I would insight. Although
You want an
I'm not very
insight?
good. Yeah, although I'm not very good.
He's on his own for this one. Not bad. Beetle, just roll a d20 for me.
I could go decide to freeze up on.
And sometimes it doesn't like above VTT. I mean, Wakeem, she's not lying.
I hear that. I kind of give a slight questioning glare. I take another swig of my drink, and then as I swig, I look at Ynor, and I kind of give like I don't know, like a questioning look again.
Eudora just peeks at him out of the corner of her eye and takes another bite of food. She sits and she thinks.
Hakeem's gonna look at Deedles like, so you got to think about hitting women? I mean, you're a pretty burly lady yourself.
I said I could guarantee you that I would never hit a woman.
But what if that woman was as big as you?
Still no need.
Really?
Beating on a woman is just like beating on a child. I do have morals, you know.
Oh, okay. Chivalry. And he kind of bows a little bit to her.
A creature my size is more intimidating to see come at you. That's all I need.
Oh? What's your best menacing move?
Maybe after breakfast we'll talk about it. A little gruesome to tell you now. And she sends him a little wink.
Joaquin smirks, and then again takes another swig and looks at Ynor, and it's just kind of like with a questioning look.
He just shrugs. She did raise her eyebrows at the women are basically children comment.
All of this old people flirting is making me lose my appetite.
Does Lala say that out loud?
Of course she does. Think she cares what you think?
He's just like, zip it, dark child. Have your tea and crackers.
Don't expect me to zip it when you can't even figure out your own zipper on your pants.
He literally zips up and down and up and down and up and down 3 times. It's like, works fine to me.
Yeah, you only need to do that once, Hoss.
I know. And he smirks. And then does another zip, 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 zip.
When this is over, I'm putting you in a home.
Thank you? But I'm not homeless. I don't think. I haven't been disowned, have I? No. No, we're good. Crocker, this food is delicious, by the way. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lenore, is this why you became an investigator?
I became one because that's what my dad did.
So you always wanted to be an investigator? You didn't become an investigator to investigate who almost killed you?
Well, I was already a cop. This is just a step up.
I just wasn't sure if you were, like, on a different path and it just happened to turn you towards this. Like, if you wanted to be like a secret agent or something instead of investigator.
I thought you didn't know your dad.
Oh!
Stepdad.
Oh.
My mom remarried when I was a baby.
Go Carol.
For context, she has referred to her stepdad, as her dad because he is who she sees as her actual dad.
I don't recall.
With conversations and breakfast ensuing and dying down, we're going to take our break here, and we'll come back momentarily.
Wait, I have to know Ynor's mom's name. If it's Carol, I feel like I should win that thing.
It is not Carol.
Karen.
Only slightly off.
I am curious now. What is her mother's name?
Malin.
Malin?
I like it.
That's cute.
Maitland.
I approve.
Malin Greybreeze.
I like it.
I do too. I agree.
Yeah, there's a girl named Malin that worked at Reapers. That's why I was like, why do I know that name? Oh, there we go.
All right. We will be back here momentarily. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you shortly.
Ready?
BRB. BRB.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're enjoying the show, leave a like and review. It will help lead others our way. If you want to support us further, head over to chaoticallybalanced.com/support, linked in the description below, and see what exclusive content we have for you. Without further ado, let's get back to the adventure.
We are back. We left off with breakfast and interesting conversations. Is there anything else that you all as a group would like to do?
Yeah, since we know Ynor's mom's name, what's Saint Sue's name?
Oh, I think we mentioned this already. Oh, the
I
name.
don't call her Mrs. Sue.
In your notes.
It is in my note. Hold on.
Susan Sue.
Although yours might need to be, I'm not sure if you'll be able to, you should be able to pronounce her.
Your own mother's name? I should hope.
Siendra.
What was that?
Siendra.
Siendra Sue. Oh, I like that. Everybody's moms have excellent names.
Our mom's
your
name was
name?
Mom.
Yeah.
Or
Joaquin just pats Croc on the shoulder. You're adorable.
Well, I was very young when they died, so I only knew them as Mama and Papa.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I also believed that I lived a pirate's life. Found out that it was really a slave's life.
Did you worship the pirate?
Oh. I was with Hoppy Fishhook. He was part of my village that I grew up in. He after our village got ambushed, he was out on an expedition, and when he came back, he found his family killed and everything along with mine, and he gathered up the remaining people in the village and said he was going off to seek vengeance and go after the person that did it. But once we found that person, that's when I found out that he was really a slave driver and he was just collecting up his stock because he lost a lot of profit, basically, with that attack.
None.
That's why I was a little distraught and down when you guys found me, where I just didn't really know what to do because I found all that out a couple of days prior.
As heavy as that is, it doesn't have to define you.
Yeah, but now I really don't know who I am.
Well, journey along with us. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
You're our shipmate.
Well, I'm making sure that you guys are fed. It's the only thing that I really know what to do.
And masterfully done, by the way.
Well, since we're all fed, what are our plans for the day? Are we trying to figure out more about this black box? Good. You waiting for Zara, or are we gonna try to contact Babin?
I look at you, Nora. Again, questioning look.
I hand him the stone.
Which stone give me again?
She gave you the sending stone that was given by Lady Wren.
Oh. We reach out to the magic man?
By all means.
I would then use the sending stone. What is it? I can send a message 60 words or something?
Yeah, 2 or 3 sentences, something like that.
Okay, so then I would use the sending stone and say, "Greetings, Lady Wren. We have need of Bavin's magical prowess. Can you send him over to Zara's ships when able?"
A few moments before anything happened. Tense moments of almost thinking that the sending stone didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of moments. Start looking at it funny.
I'm inspecting it every which way.
Then it glows.
He kind of fumbles it in his hands.
Lady Lantana is not currently here at the moment. May
Got
I
her
ask
answering
who's
machine?
calling?
I'm an answering machine. Okay. Yes. This is Joaquin Su of Sioux Sailing. I am with Investigator Graybreeze and our compatriots. We are looking to get in touch with Lady Wren. Hopefully she can send over the Wizard Bavin. We would have need of his magical prowess.
Few more seconds of silence. Stone not glowing, but in your head. Oh, yes, we have a file here on you. Lady Wren is, again, out on official duties. However, we can put in a request with the magistrate office to see if they can send over Bavin, the alchemical alchemist. You should have a response within 3 to 5 business days.
Do we really want to stay here for 3 to 5 business days?
This is only in Joaquim's head.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it was still through the stone.
So he would, when he hears that in his head, he would literally exclaim out loud, 3 to 5 business days. What the hell is this? And he's just yelling at the stone.
What are they sending the messages from Bird?
Can't get in touch with Lady Wren, saying that she's gonna be out, and we won't get a response for another 3 days.
What about anyone else of high arcane knowledge? Next to like the person below Babin?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
Museum or something around here.
Joaquin snaps and then points at you at Lala. See, I knew you were good for something, Shadow Child.
The Arcane Library of Kirag is one of the smaller libraries, but it has some arcane intellectuals. However, just the city of Kirag is a day and a half's journey away, either by boat or by land. Hence why Zara is calling in a few favors to see if she can get someone from there here quicker.
Is it city from here to there, or is it like, I don't know, open savanna? Or...
Kirag is a mix of wetlands and forest.
Rough travel.
Excuse me, I didn't get a response to my last message. 3 to 5 business days. Is that okay with you, sir?
I mean, I guess I don't have much of a choice. Yes.
Did you mention the evil black box?
Somehow I don't think that's going to help, but sure. We are dealing with evil magic. Any way for expediting for evil magic?
Sorry, can I ask who's calling again?
This is Joaquin Sue of Sue Sailing.
Yeah, I have the Sioux Sailing file here. I don't see anything about evil objects. Why are you contacting our office?
Never mind. And he kind of looks at Croca and just kind of gives the kill gesture. Thank you. 3 to 5 days. Got it. Anything else I need to know?
Wait, did you mention something about a gray breeze?
Yeah, Inspector Graybreeze. Are you familiar?
You hear there's silence for a moment. That's like someone else taps into the psychic connection. You idiot! You pulled the wrong damn file. Well, how am I supposed to know? He opened with Sue. Just shut up and go back to your desk. Hello, Mr. Sue.
Hi. How you doing?
Are you with Investigator Graybreeze? Is this an official request for support?
It is.
I am going to need some more details about this.
So he would kind of take a couple of moments to give backstory on how he and Ynor got trapped after discovering the ship, after discovering that his father was that there were forged documents with his father's name, and ultimately come back to the fact that they came upon essentially a very evil, like darkness possessed magic dagger that they have currently sealed away, but every time somebody seems to touch it, it tries to take a hold of their minds. At least the people who have touched it say that they can hear things. Joaquin can't hear anything, but Ynor has said that she can, and Lala has also said the same. So they don't know what to do with this thing, and they need someone with high arcane prowess to assist in the investigation.
As you may have been informed, Lady Wren Lantana is currently away on official business. However, I believe Bavin, the alchemical alchemist, is available to be sent immediately. Not entirely sure if immediately is still fast enough. However, it would probably still take him about a day or so to get out there. There's no teleportation hub in Curag.
Understood. Thank you.
He will
So-
be in touch.
And he breaks the connection.
So, no more work today? Done all we can do?
The
Yeah.
banging at your door.
God damn it.
What? Yes.
Yeah, I go into the door.
Oh, thanks, Carl.
It's just one of the guards.
It's the open door to anybody? That could be a murderer.
Yes, I was sent to deliver a message. There shall be someone from the Arcane Library borrowed, as the Arcane Library has been short-staffed for a while. But they will be here in about 6 hours, we were told. They had to prepare some things before they were able to come over.
Understaffed. What does a library need that many people for? Was there a tornado in the nonfiction section?
It's an arcane library, not a regular library. There's
Books.
magical books.
I suppose somebody opened the one about twisters.
Fortunately, we don't have more information. I was just told to tell you that someone will be here in the afternoon. Good day. His tone and his body posture and everything just read that he hates his job. And he just kind of turns and walks off.
Do you want something to eat or drink before you leave?
Is this a trick? Am I
No.
being tested right now? I feel like this is
No.
a trick.
No, everybody ate, and there's still food left, and you look like you can use a break real quick.
I swear if this is a trick, I'm
No.
throwing myself off that pier.
No, come on in.
You're not bullshitting me, little turtle man?
I have coffee. I have tea. There's a steak and egg stir fry. Come on in.
He cautiously comes into the door and sets down his glaive near the door and his shield and takes his helmet off. And he just kind of grabs some food and he looks around suspiciously. Are you sure this isn't a test?
No test.
I'm not going to get written up again this month? I will
No.
jump off that pier.
No. I mean, you said 6 hours, right? So, the more company we have, the merrier. So,
We'll
Just down
tell
'em.
them we forced you into it.
He cautiously just takes a slow bite of food while looking around at all of you still suspicious. Thank you, this is delicious, and he takes another bite of food.
why would you think it's a test?
I've been tested before this month.
Over food?
over taking breaks.
Well, you could just say that we were suspicious and you had to search the food for contraband.
He begins to relax a little bit and just eat down a plate of food and a couple cups of coffee. Thank you. I need to get back to my patrol now.
You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Picks up his glaive and his shield. You guys have, at the very least, 6 hours of this day to kill before shit starts happening again, potentially. Oh, where's Lalak?
Phone died.
Oh, did she say that?
In the game chat.
You have 6 hours. What are you all doing?
6 hours? Oh man.
You could take a nap. You could do some shenanigans. You could try to trace other details. Do some investigative work. Do whatever you want. Do push-ups
Again.
on the roof on one hand.
The concern that the focus that Joaquin has right now is helping Ynor try to figure out exactly what, if anything, she had to do with her assault. So, if Ynor, I don't know how Ynor feels right now.
She's just glancing between Deedle and staring off into space, really. It looks deep in thought.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, if she's just kind of pondering all of this, I would let her have her space.
Is there a bar?
No.
Yeah, there's not really much to do. I'd probably take a nap. There's not much to do. 6 hours isn't enough for Joaquin to go and have some fun. So he's gonna take a nap. Since they
Okay.
got actual work to do.
Joaquin leaves to go take a nap.
Not even. He just kind of like, curls up in a chair and gets really comfortable.
Oh, you're doing the old man nap.
Yep.
Joaquin sits down in a chair in the living room and closes his eyes.
I take like part of my cloak and I just drape it over my face.
Poppy wakes up and starts nudging Ynor. So Ynor walks outside with Poppy, and you hear the wing flaps. She kind of takes Poppy for a fly, kind of like a walk, except with something that has wings. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go for like a swim / like treasure hunt type deal. Like I'm just gonna go into the water and I'm just gonna swim and like around the docks and underneath the docks and like skim the surface for food, of course, because I'm a turtle. And while I'm doing that, to see if any valuables have been dropped off of the ships and off the docks of people.
Okay.
Just scavenging.
Make a just a general perception check.
$24.
Okay. You leave your temporary house here as well and see Yenor fly off on the back of Poppy, just kind of circling the area, doing loops and dives. And you head out to the docks, a safe area where you can dive off and go ahead and dive off. You're gone for a while. I'll give you a list of what you find. You do find some like dropped jewelry and full coins here and there.
If I find any like underwater plants or anything like that I could use for cooking, like I don't know, seaweed or some kind of like coral that we don't have, I'm gonna grab for cooking purposes. That's all.
You can find some. It's not dense, but you do find a couple scraps here and there. It would take a little while for you to swim all the way out to where you would start finding some more abundant plant life under the sea. You could spend some time doing that. It'd just take you a little longer.
No, it's just whatever I find in the dock area. I don't want to go too far
Okay.
out.
Deedle, are you doing anything in this time? Joaquim's sleeping. Yenor went for a fly. Kraka's swimming.
I'm gonna try me some fishing.
You're gonna try fishing?
Yep.
So there's a designated fishers area on the dock. It's near where where Kraka dove in. It's kind of out of the ship's lane. And you see him swimming around and then diving down, disappearing, pops back up. You go fishing. I'm gonna have you make a nature or survival check, your choice.
Nature or survival. $24.
That's a natural 20. You all get
Wow.
inspiration.
Ding.
I got a dragon.
No, but you have a very successful fishing day or fishing time. So, I'd say you get a couple of small barrels of fish full.
Nice. Enough to have a snack later.
Lala. Yenor went for a fly. Joaquim's taking a nap in a chair. Kraka is going for a swim, and Deedle is fishing. What are you doing?
Go look first.
You know what?
I'm unmuted. I'm sorry. Lala is going to go into town, if as much as there is one, and look for shops or anything interesting that might appeal to a teenager.
Make a perception check.
Stop. Because. Sorry, I will. 1 second. I'm being harassed.
didn't add your modifier.
It hasn't been tonight. It was 4? Yeah, 4.
Yeah,
So
so 18. This is a military outpost mostly, and like a supply drop, fishing dock type deal. There's not much in the way of shops. There are a handful of like street vendors that are set up. Again, very few and far between. One of them's just kind of selling fish, another one's just kind of selling street food. And one of them has like a game of chance going on. And there's another one that just says magical knickknacks.
wait, what was the thing before magical knickknacks?
A game of chance.
Interesting. I'm going to check out the magical knickknacks and then the game of chance.
Okay. Magical knickknacks, this short gnomish fellow just kind of stands on a stool behind this. Young lady, welcome.
Hello.
What can I interest you in?
I'm mostly just browsing. What do you have come through here that's of any interest?
I have lots of things. I have all these gems. I have some rings. I've got this cool scarf.
Ooh, a scarf. Is it fashionable?
I think anything would be fashionable on you, young lady.
Flattery. What does it do?
Oh, the scarf? And you see him scratch his head for a second. Oh, yeah. This scarf. It gives you a sparkle.
A sparkle?
Sparkle.
Like glitter?
Yes.
Interesting. What about these rings? Are any of them useful?
In what way?
Oh, climb higher, jump faster, make people do what you say, sort of thing.
You see him shuffling through the rings. He's got about 20 there.
You are supposed to be full.
I don't have anything like that, I don't think.
So you have a good experience in magic sort of things, I take it.
I get lots of magic things. You do see, while the rings may not have anything extremely useful, they do have gems set in them.
They are very sparkly.
Yes.
I can imagine you make a lot of sales in this sort of thing in a military outpost?
A lot of the soldiers like bringing them home to their significant others.
I see. Well, for your trouble, I will take you the scarf. How much?
Oh, for the sparkle scarf? And he does some quick math in his head. How about a silver piece?
That seems a bit much.
A bit much? That's a steal.
A likely alternative if you don't lower your price.
Make an intimidation check.
Was that intimidation? She was just being honest.
I mean, you could intimidation or persuasion. Although for you, I think they're the same.
Yeah, my persuasion isn't that much better.
I'm sorry, miss. The price is the price. If you don't take it, though, I'm sure someone will bring it home for their spouse or child.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Things.
I said, she said that the price is the price, and that if you don't take it, someone else probably will.
Someone else probably will. You're right. Have a good day. And she is going to go and find somewhere she can, like, tuck into and hide.
Not too hard. There's a lot of little alleys and bushes.
Yes.
Make a stealth check.
What the fuck is with things today?
17.
Yeah.
You're not trying to stealth from, like, guards, though.
No, she's just going somewhere to tuck into so she won't be seen with what she's about to do.
You feel confident that you are hidden.
From everyone? Or just from the shopkeep?
You find a place that is this area is not really patrolled that you've seen so far, so you feel confident that you're hidden from anyone that may be glancing in this direction.
Okay, she's
Like
gonna
ducked into an alley that kind of has an overgrown bush in front of it.
Gotcha. All right. From there, she's gonna tuck into her disguise kit and dress up as somebody.
Okay.
Are we doing this all at once?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in her disguise, she is going to go back to the game of chance first, just to let some time pass before she heads back to the other stall.
Okay. Ah! Finally, someone who looks like they have some experience in some games. Welcome. Would you like to partake?
What's your game?
Well, I have two games, but I'm not sure if you would like both of them.
Tell me what they are and we'll decide.
We have the Phase Favor. You just roll these 3 die here, and if you get a 3, 9, or 16, you win.
And the other?
The other is called Pirate's Payout. You roll these 3 die here, and I roll 2 die and hide one of them. Your goal is to get to 24, but not over.
That sounds like more my winter. So what 3 are we rolling?
All right. So you want to play the Pirate's Payout?
Yes.
So well, if you want to play this one, the minimum buy-in's 10 gold pieces.
I've got 10.
All right. So you roll 3d8. The dealer rolls 2d8. Actually, no, that's wrong. So you roll a 15.
Mm-hmm.
The dealer is showing 8. So he rolls 3 dice. 2 of them are each 4, so that's 8, and he hides 1, so you don't know what the third one is. Would you like to roll another d8?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll another d8. That is 22.
She'll stop there.
Okay. Dealer reveals that he rolled a 3 on his other one, so that's an 11. Rolls an 8 for a 19. I have to keep going. That's a 6 for a 26, so you win.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
So you win 15 gold. So you bet 10, you win 15, so you're 5 gold up from where you were.
Gotcha. All right. She'll play one more game, and then that should have enough time passed. She'll bet 20.
You're gonna bet 20 gold now.
Sure.
All right, go ahead, roll 3d8. $18.
We'll do one more.
Go ahead and roll one more.
Me.
19.
One more.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
an 8. That's a 27.
Damn.
You automatically lose.
20.
So now you're down 5 gold. Oh, miss, I bet the luck will be in your favor if you bet 100 gold pieces.
That's the thing about luck. It sways with the wind.
Would you like to play again?
Actually, I have an appointment. But thank you.
Mom.
Problem.
Okay.
And then she is going to travel back to the magic stall in her costume and attempt to...
Yes, hello, miss. You look like a woman of style.
Why,
Please come look at my wares.
I'd love to. Oh, you have such beautiful things here.
Oh, thank you. How kind.
You know, everyone told me not to go on a vacation to a military port, but I've just been having the most wonderful time.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, there's so many colorful people, so many uniforms. And the street food, I mean, that man knows what to do with a crab leg.
His crab legs are pretty good.
He points to something random and is like, do you have this in purple? Like with a purple gemstone, perhaps.
Yes, I do. And he pulls out this silver ring with a purple, smooth, round gemstone in it. with like almost like a swirling black smoke inside of the purple gemstone.
Hmm.
Kind of giving like a night sky iridescent effect.
Honestly, that is kind of pretty. Do you gift wrap?
I can for the right price.
Oh. I'm so sorry. The department stores where I come from include that sort of thing. What do you charge?
Oh, for this, and you see him look up into nothing and do some quick calculation. I'll give you a bargain on this. See, I'd normally charge you a tourist, but I'm gonna give you the locals discount. What would normally be 10 gold pieces will cost you 7.
For gift wrapping?
I'll include the gift wrap with that. I'd normally charge an additional gold.
Ah. Fabulous. I'll take it.
Great. Track 7 gold. You now have a silver ring with a purple gemstone.
I do,
That
but that
swirls
was
like the
also
night sky.
a distraction, because while he's gift wrapping and gathering the things, he was gonna try and swipe the scarf.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oops. I added gold instead of taking it away. 14 then. Gotcha. And sleight of hand. Don't roll poorly. Nice.
19. Yeah, 19 will do it.
Yay!
I don't know why it's not. It's rolling, but it's showing all my rolls there. That's fine. A 19 will do it. So you swipe the scarf without. And he doesn't even have a second thought. Miss, here you are with your gift wrap ring.
You're an angel.
And it's wrapped in this nice cloth with some twine tied around it.
She'll boop him on the nose and make a swift exit.
Okay. As you do, you hear some exclamation behind you. And then some under the breath cursing.
Manga.
He's speeding. She's speeding back to everybody.
Okay. Deedle, by the time that it's approaching the time you think you should be heading back to the house, you have about 4 smaller barrels of fish caught.
Oh,
Various
3 for us
sizes
and
of
1 for Puppy.
You can easily, take a couple of like wooden rods and just sling one over the front and one over the back and hold them over each shoulder. It's not too hard for you to carry.
Okay. I'm gonna head back with everything on the boat.
Okay. Kraka, you've been swimming around for a while to collect some stuff. I'd say you find, like, I don't know, 7 gold pieces, 10 silver, 9 silver pieces, and like 15 copper pieces. You also find like some cracked crystal of various colors, you find a couple bundles of seaweed and some what seems to be smaller coral scraps. You handfuls of that. You find just random, like, sea-worn jewelry. So it's pretty rough shape, like some rings and necklaces and some earrings. Some of it has some gems in it, some of it doesn't. It's hard to tell what the jewelry's made out of. You're probably gonna have to get it cleaned up. But you also emerge seeing Deedle packing up her stuff and figure it's probably time to start heading back to group up with everyone else.
I'll start headed into shore.
Joaquim, you hear the people start returning back to the house. And it kind of jolts you out of your nap. Joaquim.
We did not jolt him out of the nap hard enough.
Apparently not.
It's he's muted. It's his symbol. I don't know. Maybe he's actually taking a nap. Who knows? And Yenor lands back down in front with Poppy, having exercised her legs for a while. She just kind of slumps down outside against Poppy's feathers. It is a bit early, but I think we're gonna call it there. I don't want to get into too much detail with the arcane investigators that are coming to help out with your box problem. So like I said, it is a bit early, but I think we're gonna call it there. That's a good stopping point, and we'll pick up here next time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. I have a scarf.
Another adventure completed. If you had a good time, remember to leave a like and review. You can head over to links.chaoticallybalanced.com, linked in the description below, and see what else we have going on. Check out chaoticallybalanced.com/support, also linked below, to get access to exclusive content and help support us further. You can catch us live most Tuesdays at 7:30 Eastern on YouTube, Kick, and on our Facebook page. That's all we have for now. See you next time.